What's up everyone? Thanks for coming back to another scary react video. So this time we're going to get into another Nuke's top 5 video, and this one's a top 5 scary ghost videos that are not for the Screamish. So I guess, yeah, I saw this one actually just got posted recently. It's his most recent video, at least at the time of me recording this. I'm sure I'll put out another one by the time this one comes out. But this is the newest one that it came out with, and I was just really curious to see if, you know, maybe this one's a little scarier than the older ones that I'd seen before. Maybe things got a little better, so, you know, figure may as well check it out. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like too. And without further ado, let's see if we can get scared this time.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera when the walls come tumbling down. Paranormal investigators Jordan and Johnny from the YouTube channel Paranormies are back on a new investigation that brings them to an old abandoned train station in Piney, Manitoba, Canada. The Piney train station was closed in the 1960s. In the 1980s, a tormented local man named Dennis drank himself to death in the abandoned Piney train station. Locals believe that his spirit haunts the station to this day. People have seen unexplained shadows in the windows of the train station, and curious explorers who dared to go inside would feel a presence watching them. The Paranormies, Jordan and Johnny, set out to investigate whether the stories are true. Once inside the Piney train station, the two friends realized just how badly decayed the building is. The roof
it's more dangerous than anything else, just because of this, yeah, the structural integrity of the place.
Oh my god!
Could have been a raccoon up there.
Is that upstairs? No, that's outside.
Holy man, it sounded like a piece of the house just busted off.
What? That might have been it, because look at the roof.
Well, look at the house.
What do you expect? Or was that you?
Jordan and Johnny aren't sure whether they just captured something paranormal or something might have fallen from the ceiling. But the longer they're inside, the stranger the unexplained sounds become.
Okay, well, let's see.
Holy
Again,
It sounded like glass shattering.
This time the Paranormies team hears the sound of glass shattering somewhere inside the old train station. But again, they can't quite place where the crash came from. But the next sound they hear is even creepier.
She's saying he's so emotional.
That's footsteps.
Matter.
That's footsteps.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
This thing is going off.
I wish they would stop walking around too.
Dennis! Dennis!
That's loud, dude.
I'm going out.
Okay,
Jordan and Johnny hear footsteps coming from right above them on the second floor.
okay. All right. Okay. Obviously, they're about to get something else right here too. I'll be honest with you. At first, like, look, the house really is decayed. Things are falling off the walls. Things are falling off the ceiling. Like, it's. I mean, look at it. Come on. So, like, yeah, glass is gonna fall. It's gonna shatter. Things are gonna fall off the walls. It's gonna make noise. I'm like, you know. I get it. They're just random noises that you hear in a dark house that's supposedly haunted, or supposedly haunted. So of course it's gonna freak you out. But, like, is that a ghost or is that just stuff kind of falling off the walls? But the footsteps, like, unless it really is like someone else in the house with them, like someone else that they're investigating with. Yeah, those were actually, like, pretty clear footsteps. It wasn't like something fell off and, like, oh, one thing fell off and then two things fell off, you know, like, that was actually, like, footsteps. So I'll give them that.
However, when they go up to investigate, there's no one there. But the two explorers do find the source of one sound they hear.
I'm glad that they went up to investigate, though.
Absolutely terrifying.
All the, like, the people that are coming through this place.
React.
What's that?
React.
What was that?
Hey, that's what we're doing. Sorry.
What is that, man? Dude.
What?
Hang on.
Is that,
Dude, what the fuck is that?
and it just stops.
The lock on the door is eerily shaking back and forth on its own. When the investigators get close to the door, the fast-paced rattling mysteriously just stops. Jordan and Johnny decide to do a sensory deprivation.
Okay. First of all, before we get into the whole sensory deprivation thing, yeah, I'm trying to debunk that. No, they did everything that I asked for in the previous video. So it's like, I wish they would go up, they would explore, they would try to see, maybe try to debunk it a little bit and all that. But no, they went up there, they watched it do that, and like, it's not like there was wind doing that. You would think that the door would move as well, and other stuff would be kind of blown around, and not just that. And like, they got close to it. You could tell there wasn't like a string to it. You can tell that like someone else wasn't doing it. They didn't have someone else planted in the house who was doing it. Like, they were right there, and they were filming it up close. Okay, that's why I'm glad I don't like live in a place like this, and I don't go explore like abandoned, train stations and asylums and stuff like that. Because again, even though I am a bit of I'm a little critical of people who do this, just because I'm like, look, there's so many other things that you could have done to debunk it and try to make a better case for yourself, and a lot of them don't do it. But yeah, this would scare the hell out of me. This would definitely scare the hell out of me.
Session. Jordan covers his eyes and puts headphones in his ears so that the only thing he hears are the answers coming through their spirit box. Meanwhile,
Okay, that's
Johnny asks
interesting.
questions to the spirit of Dennis that might be haunting the abandoned train station. They get some strange answers, but then something even more shocking happens.
Oh.
Shit.
Here.
Here? That was you? You're here? If you can make that noise
Okay.
again.
I heard K2
If you can make that noise again, I'll check the K2. If you can make that noise again, let us know.
in here.
We'll come over there.
Sweep. What?
There's a noise over there.
Okay. Oh.
Did you see it? The bizarre silhouette of what looks like the upper half of a person can be seen slowly forming in the hallway. When Jordan shines his flashlight on the eerie figure, it disappears. Eventually, the guys decide to set up a Ouija board to communicate with the
Okay, hold on.
spirits.
I'm sorry, I gotta go back and see that.
What?
There's a noise over there.
Okay, so you see I see that silhouette right there, but
Did you see it? The bizarre silhouette of what looks like the upper half of a person can be seen slowly forming in the hallway.
oh,
When
okay.
Jordan shines his flashlight on
Okay.
the eerie figure, it disappears. Eventually,
All
the
right,
guys decide to set up a Ouija board to communicate with the spirit. It did not go well.
That's,
My hands and
I'm sorry.
knees are just shaking.
Did you move? It looks like it's crooked.
Really? No, it's still over right over top.
It's
of
right
the
over
TV.
T, but I thought it was straighter before.
What was that? The light just died?
Or light just died.
Was that you, Dennis? The thing is fully charged.
Might be using the energy. Oh, dude, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
I laugh because I'm on this side of it. If I was there, I would have been freaking out too. I would have been out long before
It
that,
sounded
though.
like everything was falling apart.
Yeah, it sounded like the house was like coming down almost.
The light on their camera dies even though the battery is fully charged. And then the guys have to make a run for it as the station suddenly starts to fall apart all around them. They grab their camera, leave the Ouija board, and just get out of there. So did the paranormies capture supernatural evidence that proves that the Piney train station is haunted? Did they capture the ghost of Dennis's lingering soul on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. You can watch this full investigation and many more creepy videos over on the YouTube channel, Paranormies. Caught?
Alright. Not saying that this is what that like noise at the end was, but you're in a train station. It almost feels like the train's kind of coming through, you know? And again, not saying that that's what it is, but that's what my first thought was, like, when I heard it. Like, yeah, the house might be coming down, but it's like, oh, it's a train station. A train's coming through. Again, not saying that that's what it was, but it's a little coincidental.
On camera. This next video was sent to me privately by Nuke's top 5 viewer, Mary Therese Pagay from the Philippines. In her email, Mary says that she's a nursing student and that she was at home with her brother recording a demonstration video for her final exam. Then, this happened.
1, 3, go. Okay na? Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, verified the client's... Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, explained the procedure, and asked for his consent, verified the client's identity, and provide...
Ano ito?
Sige na. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that I have introduced myself to the patient,
Yeah, I would have been.
The light flickers for a second, and then just off screen, the closet door forcefully slams open on its own, scaring Mary and her brother so much that they run from the room.
Well,
In
yeah.
the follow-up video, Mary shows the closet that burst open, and the story gets truly bizarre.
So this is where it all began, and this is the cabinet. And I'm actually very afraid to touch it or open it. I'm very
Well,
sorry
yeah.
for the mess. So as you can see, this cabinet is full of clothes, and no person can actually, oh my gosh, fit inside here. And this is where my brother stood, and this is the light switch. So my brother
Got
was
googly eyes on it.
videotaping me, filming here. I was standing here, and my brother was standing here, and the lights actually started to flicker before the cabinet opened.
Yeah.
And actually before that, we were actually experiencing weird things.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm very scared. But this is what it looks like inside. Tabi-tabi po. No person can actually fit inside here. It was actually me and my brother inside this room. And right now, I'm not sleeping inside this room.
I wouldn't either.
In my parents' room.
Mary explains that she is now too scared to sleep in her own room. And maybe she should be. Because during the recording of her follow-up video,
Okay.
a strange voice can be heard.
Thank you.
And actually before that, we were actually experiencing weird things.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not going crazy.
Now, Mary
I
has
knew
a
I heard
YouTube channel,
something.
but her videos are entirely dedicated to her nursing education and have nothing at all to do with the paranormal. Furthermore,
Yeah, that's
Mary
crazy.
says that she's always been a skeptic, and before these videos, nothing paranormal had ever happened in her home. As for me, personally, I'd have to say that she genuinely looks terrified in this clip. But what do you think? What?
No, no, she definitely looks terrified, and hell, again, I would be too. But again, that's one of those where, like, again, it's a little more believable in the sense that it's not like a paranormal group who's going and trying to search for ghosts, you know, because not that they do. I'm not going to say that they do or don't, but, you know, if you're searching for something, like, yeah, you get disappointed if you don't end up with something. So maybe sometimes you fabricate certain things. But something like that where really she was just doing that to film, you know, her, you know, everything for her nursing stuff. That's not what she was looking for. And that's really crazy that in two different videos, one, you know, obviously the door kind of flings open. The second one, you hear the growl, you hear the voice, or whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it. That's just, I don't know. That's crazy. That's one that I can't explain. And that's also one that, again, I think is just a little more believable. Yeah, I'll admit these first two videos in this top 5 are actually a lot better than any of the other clips that we've seen in any of the other videos. So I'm really glad we caught this one just when it came out too. All right, let's see if the other 3 are just as good though.
Remains. Urban explorer Christopher Hill from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill travels to the city of Warren, Ohio to explore the long-abandoned St. Joseph Riverside Hospital. The sprawling medical facility was established in the 1960s, and as with any old hospital, thousands of patients passed away inside its walls.
Look at,
Many
again,
people believe that some of those patients never left.
it's an abandoned
Because,
building,
you see, the
and
St.
look how
Joseph
like
Riverside
destroyed it
Hospital
is. Holy
is
cow!
said to
Why
be
would you go in there? That is so
extremely
unsafe.
Chris enters the old decaying building, and as he explores the hospital's cluttered hallways and rotting rooms, he captures some very strange sounds.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Just startling, that's all. Sounded like someone sneezing. Now someone walking.
Later, and on a completely different floor, he hears something again.
Wow, okay.
I thought I heard something.
Now, I'm not
I
sure
thought I heard
exactly what
something.
these
Really?
odd sounds could be. Obviously, it might be anything from animals inside the hospital to just
Yeah.
some very odd buildings settling noises. Or
That's-
possibly even something paranormal.
It's possible. The first one still
Either
sounded
way,
like a
Chris
sneeze.
just shrugs it off and completes his exploration throughout the entire St. Joseph Hospital. But later on, after Chris uploads his video, observant YouTube viewers spot something that Chris didn't even notice. Something downright chilling.
That I didn't notice either, apparently. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Into the room with the blue door. Or, oh, I guess that's a blue wall.
It's flooded.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's very easy to miss, but what appears to be a hand or arm can be seen quickly.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
behind the
Oh.
door frame. Chris has no idea what he's just captured and passes right by the door and continues on to explore the flooded rooms down the hallway. So just what is this? Could it simply be a squatter who is living in the old deserted building? Or could it be one of the spirits that roam the old hospital hallways? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video and many more explorations of creepy abandoned buildings over on the YouTube channel Urbex Hill. If you see a video that you think would be perfect,
Okay. Well, he asked for what I thought, so I'll tell you what I think. That one I honestly think was probably more, like he said, probably a squatter just staying there because why not? No one is ever supposed to go in there, so why not stay there? But that looked like a physical hand. Like it didn't look like it was a shadow or anything like that. It actually looked like a hand that was on the wall and just kind of like lifted off and went back, because it's like, oh, he heard someone coming down the hall. He was kind of looking out the door and he saw the flashlight, because it looked like he was using a flashlight, and probably went to the room and all that, which then it would explain the first one in the beginning where it sounded like someone was sneezing. That would make a lot of sense then. The scream, that I don't quite understand. But at the same time, the first one and then the hand at the end, like those could actually be a real person. And then again, of course, what he said for the second one too, the screech could have just been an animal or something like that. But either way, I don't know if that one was necessarily a ghost, or anything like that. But more so just someone who's where they weren't supposed to be. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right or wrong, or that, he caught a ghost, or it was just a person just telling you what I thought.
For the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5.
Let me know what you guys think, though.
Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Oh, no.
TikTok user DinoNugget741 claims that ever since he saw a, quote, voodoo lady in New Orleans 7 years ago, something followed him home, and that the entity has not left him alone ever since. He says that the mysterious spirit even follows him when he moves to a new house.
Okay, why would you go see a voodoo lady in New Orleans?
He records his terrifying experiences and posts them to TikTok. One night, in an attempt to cleanse his brand new home in Colorado with sage, the TikTok user captures something absolutely horrifying.
That's strange.
I'm not afraid, man. Come on out, man. Oh, yes.
As he opens the door to the basement, a dark figure can be seen standing at the bottom of the staircase, just kind of staring up at him. When he turns on the light, the figure disappears out of sight. He checks out the basement.
Now that looked like...
there. Then strangely, he hears the voice of what sounds like a laughing woman from upstairs, and the door slams shut. So is it real?
Oh, I thought...
Is this bizarre haunting just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out more of his paranormal encounters over on his TikTok page and YouTube channel, Dino Nugget.
Okay, yeah. See, again, that one kind of like the one before. That actually looked like a physical person because they were just standing there, and you can see them kind of take a step up and off to the side. And I mean, I don't know much about ghosts. I have no idea. But I mean, you would think that they don't like fully manifest like that or anything like that. So, but again, I might be wrong. I know that there are some people that watch these and may have actually watched one of these react videos who know a lot better than I do. I know someone who commented a couple videos ago as well who obviously knew a lot more than I did. But point is, like, I don't know, that one was a little weird. It's on TikTok. You know how some people can be on TikTok trying to get as much interesting content as possible to up their views and everything like that. So I'm taking that one with a grain of salt. And I'll be honest with you, like, it sounded like someone was in the house with him. So I don't know. That one's the jury's out on that one for me. I don't know, but right now we're about 2-2. First two were actually pretty creepy, and I really don't have an explanation for them. The other two I can kind of debunk a little bit. I might be wrong, but I think I debunked them a little bit. So let's see if number one here really seals the deal for this video.
It's 7:41.
So I keep seeing comments saying that the original video is on Nuke's Top 5s. If somebody has the link to that, could you please send it to me? Because I can't seem to find it.
TikTok user Dom Matigan says that his family home in Chicago was built in 1929. And that the original owner, a man named Richard Spencer, took his own life after he suffered financial ruin during the Great Depression. For years, Dom and his family have heard the strange sounds of footsteps, knocking, and even banging inside their home. The family believes that the ghost of Richard Spencer haunts the home. One night around 11 p.m., Dom is home alone when suddenly the angry ghost makes a terrifying return. Dom grabs his phone and starts to record.
Okay, so I'm literally home alone.
Interesting. Yeah, okay.
Listen to how loud and aggressive it is.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, looking under the door, I didn't see any like a shadow of like legs or foot or feet or anything like that. So that's a little strange. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you for checking everywhere on that one.
Now, obviously Dom doesn't seem to be frightened at all by the incident, but Dom explained that he's heard the banging so many times now that it doesn't even really scare him anymore.
Okay, I can
Weeks
understand that
later,
at least.
It happens again, and Dom is ready.
Okay, so we're back in the house, and every few seconds there's another...
Okay.
Get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of here.
He runs toward the door and opens it, but again, no one there. Intrigued TikTok
All right.
viewers wonder what would happen if Dom started to knock back. Another night, and Dom decides to test it out.
Okay, so
Interesting.
I'm trying to get ready for bed. And there's another one. So, everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You f***ing
Dom steps outside
I would've
and
said the
knocks
same
on
thing.
door himself, but the response actually comes from the closet door next to him. These days, Dom says that instead of being scared by the haunting, it has actually started to become a tiring nuisance. Dom
Well,
is
yeah.
currently making plans to move to a new house.
Good.
So is Dom's family home haunted by an
Get
angry
the hell
ghost?
out of there. Like, holy
You
cow.
decide. You can find more of his paranormal experiences over on the YouTube channel and TikTok page, Dom Matigan. So last week I featured the story of Maddie Bark, who believes that a dark entity followed her home after she went on a paranormal investigation at a cemetery.
I need to see this video now.
Maggie? Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie? Who is Oh my god. Did he just move? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Maddie says that she often sees a creepy translucent figure on the property around her home, seemingly getting
Yeah.
closer and
No.
closer to the house.
No, absolutely
Since the
not.
video, Maddie went on a TikTok live stream ghost investigation in her own backyard in an attempt to capture the bizarre figure again. Her live stream viewers are shocked when they see something that Maddie just can't see.
So these are the trees that keeps getting foggy. And it's actually kind of clear. Well, obviously you can't see the sky, but it's like super clear.
Oh. Oh, damn.
The same
Oh,
strange pale
damn.
translucent apparition seems to appear right in front of Maddie. But
She
what
didn't
do
see
you
it.
think? You can follow Maddie's paranormal experiences over on her YouTube channel and TikTok page, Maddie Bark. The red.
Okay. Well, okay. I didn't realize that there were two like little short ones in there too. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that he does that because those are, you know, again, it's on TikTok. I get that, but these are actually people who like, I don't know. Those were just like creepy enough for me to actually kind of believe them. The first one, again, the guy at least like he was there, ready at the door, ready to whip it open. He looked all around, looked in all the different rooms, down the stairs and everything like that, just to show that it wasn't someone else there. That was just something that was happening. So that's in and of itself is just absolutely creepy and crazy. Oh my gosh. And then the second one, I guess technically that could have been a person. That's true. It kind of looked like a full body, like actual person again. But like through the window, I guess that's kind of hard to see. It did look like an actual like, I don't want to say shadow, but you know, kind of like a misty like figure-ish type thing. I don't know if that was the window or if that was the actual thing itself. But either way, like those two were actually two of the better videos in this. Holy cow. Yeah, those two would have been better than number 3 and 2. So that's okay. Yeah, I like those a little bit more. And again, I haven't like watched any of his recent videos except for this one. So I don't know. Is this something that he actually does like in his videos? Please let me know. That, or I guess I'm going to have to watch more and just kind of find out on my own. All right, let's see this last one.
House. Paranormal investigator Kevin Barranco from the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto travels to Guadalajara, Mexico to explore the historic La Casa Colorada, which translates to the Red House. The house was built in 1923 and for years functioned as military barracks before becoming a hospital. The hospital was eventually closed down and the property was left empty and abandoned. Stories circulated that the remote and secluded location became a place where cults performed dark rituals. Curious visitors claim to have seen witches, demons, and the skeletal female figure of Santa Muerte, a Mexican saint who is said to wear a long cloak and be the personification of death itself. Kevin is joined by his friends as they explore the creepy location, but the group begins to get a little nervous when they hear odd noises coming from all around them.
Ay, joder. No mames, escuché un ruido de acá de este lado.
¿Dónde fue? ¿Dónde fue?
Escuché acá de este lado.
Ay, cabrón.
I would use a different profanity, but that works too.
Tranquilos, tranquilos.
Ay, no mames, me saqué.
Tranquilos, tranquilos.
¿Dónde fue? De este lado. Fue aquí adentro, no sé exactamente en qué parte, pero de este lado.
Ay, güey.
The group finds strange symbols and words written on the walls inside the structure, both in Spanish and oddly in English too. And again, they hear something.
Sí, esto es bastante interesante. Es una palabra en inglés que no voy a mencionar en estos momentos por cuestiones de protección hacia nosotros. Pero dentro de las palabras dentro de esta palabra hay un nombre muy... Acá se escucha.
Sí, bien cabrón.
I can kind of hear that.
Sí, bien clarito, güey. No sé si la cámara lo captó.
The camera seems to capture the sound of an unexplained deep breath coming from somewhere in the darkness.
It's like a long
As they
exhale.
continue investigating the writing on the walls, they capture something downright chilling.
Oh boy.
Por todas las paredes hay frases. No sé, quizás unas por vandalismo, otras por sectas. La verdad es que no desconocemos el significado y la verdad es que no queremos saber sobre ello.
Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Ooh, okay.
What appears to be a cloaked figure can be seen walking inside the structure, but the Archivo Extinto team are completely unaware of what they have just captured. So could it be that Kevin and his team captured the apparition of Santa Muerte, the cloaked lady of death? Let me know what you think down in the comments. You can watch this full, scary 3-part investigation over on the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram.
Okay. Here's what I'll say about that last one, because that was pretty good. And the reason why I am more inclined to believe that one than the other two that had, ghosts that looked like they were like full like figures, is that one looked like it was more kind of like gliding, as opposed to the other two. You could kind of tell that they were, they were actually making like human like movements. That was more of a glide as opposed to a step, So I don't know. Either way, I would be too creeped out to be in there. Really, like truly. But I have to say, from the other Nukes videos that I watched to this one today, this one was a whole heck of a lot better. I think that the videos that he put up were definitely more believable. There seemed to be better, I guess, evidence behind them, where like people actually went around and made sure that it wasn't an actual, it wasn't a human who was in there. It wasn't like an animal or whatever it may be. Like you went around and tried to debunk it like right then and there. So I'm really glad that he included some videos that were like that. Definitely makes it a little more creepy, because now I'm not sitting here with all these questions like, well, did they walk around and make sure that this person wasn't here? Was this like securely strapped onto the wall or whatever it may be? Like now, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, no, I can't think of any reason why that might be the case. So that was really exciting. And I think now, especially after watching this one, I'm going to have to start to watch more of Nuke's videos, like going forward, like the new ones that he like puts out. So if I'm going to do like the Nuke's videos, they're definitely going to be like the new videos that get released like every week. So I'm actually really excited to start doing that again. But as for now, we're going to end the video here. I really appreciate you guys watching this with me. If you guys really like the scare videos, make sure you go down and drop a like so I know to react to some more. And if you guys have any other like channels that I should react to, especially as it pertains to some of these scare videos, please let me know down in the comments. Trust me, I really appreciate like all of the suggestions and everything that you guys give me. So guys, thank you very much. But until next time, hope you guys had a good time, and we'll see you then.